Hi there. So I want to start off today by sharing a little tool with you. Christy here with One Social Buzz in your Facebook Mastermind training. And I only share my favorite tools that I think you will have great use of or that will help improve your marketing. And now that you've done your SEO keyword search, you have the opportunity to take a deeper dive into your ad headlines. And I love this tool. It's made by CoSchedule. I used CoSchedule before I got this tool that I'm using right now, and I loved it. I used it for actually 2 years and never had a problem, never had to reauthorize an account. So if you're looking for something to manage your business, it's great for small business owners. Unfortunately, I'm at the agency level and I need something a little more robust that I can share with my team as well as with my clients. So I want to talk to you today about headlines, specifically about the headlines you're going to use in your marketing. Now that you've done your SEO keyword search and you have your words that you're going to use, we need to analyze this and make sure that you're getting exactly what CoSchedule speaks to here, right? You're going to write headlines that drive traffic, shares, and search results. This is headlines for your blog, headlines for your opt-in and your lead magnets, as well as headlines for your Facebook ads. So I already went through, I cheated a little bit before we got on, and I want to make sure we had a passing score on one of these. We got a 70. And the words that I used, or the headline that I used, was fast and easy way to increase your investment returns. Now, one of the biggest things, and I'm so glad that CoSchedule speaks to the items that they've put in here. The first thing that I want to speak to is that you need to have an overall structure of grammar and readability of your headline. So that's word balance, right? And CoSchedule has broken it down to an algorithm, how they score your headline, right? And they're saying that they break it down to common, uncommon, emotional, and power words. Now, if you have taken in any of my other courses, I've probably given you my Kick A Power Words guaranteed to sell, right? So, but if you haven't and you haven't gotten it, I'm going to add it as a freebie download inside the training center. And so take a look at the end of this lesson because that's where I'll put all the freebies. Now, I want to talk about common words, right? You can see here it says and, to, and your, the, if, right? Those are common words. So when you hover over here and as you play around with this tool, it's going to give you a reminder, right? That common words make up the basic structure of readable headlines. Great headlines are usually made up of 20 to 30% common words. We're at 33, so we're right at that brink. We shouldn't have any more. Uncommon words, we got 11%. We use the word way. Uncommon words occur less frequently, but CoSchedule reminds us that we still need to give our headline substance, so we need to be using these words, but only between 10 and 20%, right? We're at 11, so we're at the lower end. Guess what we got a 0 on? Emotional words. These are frequently used words, right? Or these words frequently stir an emotional response. They are what drive your clicks, your shares, your comments, right? Great headlines usually make up between 10 and 15% emotional words. We have 0. And then power words. I always speak to power words. These phrases are what indicate intense trigger words, right? These command your readers to take action, to pay attention, right? So if you have a call to action in your headline and you have a great power word behind it, you're going to drive. You're more likely to drive your sales there, right? So they're saying we have 22% for an overall score of 70. They say that our headline's a little bit too generic. We need to use a sentence structure that's going to give our headline more shares, which we already knew because we scored low on the emotional side. But I love CoSchedule because if you are somebody who doesn't know how to do that and doesn't know how to write that way, they give you some articles here that you'll be able to take a look at and kind of to master your headline word balance, to make emotional headlines powerful, and to learn more about the different types of headlines that are actually out there. And we're not going to cover too many of those in this class because we're covering the different kind of ads, right? We want to build better ads. We're not focused yet on the copy. That's actually my next course. Length analysis. Whew. This is so interesting, right? Because there is an overall algorithm to what makes a great headline, and this is across the boards. Headlines should be about 55 characters long. These are the ones that tend to earn the highest number of click-throughs. 9 words is a lot. We have 9. They're saying 6 words tend to earn the highest number of click-throughs. And you know, as I've seen it evolving, I just read a case study a couple of days ago that actually said 5 words. So you need to be mindful of that. You know, 55 characters long, no more than 6 words. We might have got a higher score if we had a few less words. And then you're probably thinking, how am I going to squeeze common, uncommon, emotional, and power words into that? Play around with this analyzer and it'll actually show you. I do want to cover one more thing though, that typically, you know, CoSchedule was so good to remind us of this because I don't usually hit on this because it's just something that I know because I do it every single day and I'm so in this. But when we are skimming content, we read typically the first and the last 3 words of every headline. And we really can't tell you what's in the middle. And if you've ever tried to to copy something, right? Let's say a headline because you're telling your friend about this piece of content you found and you're typing along, even if you're texting it to them, right? You can't remember way to increase, right? So fast and easy way to increase your investment returns. Really, if you were going to look at this and I was looking at it through my skimming eyes, fast and easy investment returns. That's all I probably would remember. So I'd have to go back and read it a couple times in order to be able to send it back to my friend. The other thing is keywords. Headlines should include searchable keywords and phrases so that your reader can find your content easily, right? You want to be able to Google it up, especially if it's a headline for your lead magnet. You want that Google search friendly. Investment and returns are ones that I know for sure for this headline that I've already looked up for searchability, right? And so when you're thinking about your headlines, make sure you're getting your keywords inside them. And I know I said that at the beginning. I'm reiterating at the end of the video because it's super important. And lastly, your sentiment. Headlines that show positive sentiment are headlines that convert, right? Because if you think about Facebook and why users actually go to Facebook to use it, it's because we want to show that we have a good time or that we're having a good time, that we look good, that we feel good. That's all we show on Facebook, right? And a lot of times Facebook, you know, everybody calls it fake book, and, you know, I think it's still funny. I don't know why, but that's just me. And I want you to remember that if you're using negative language, if you're saying, you know, if we go back to the title, fast and easy way to increase your investment returns when you're broke, that might be an emotional trigger. It's not negative language, but if you put that, you're broke, and there's no fast and easy way to increase your investment returns, that is negative language, negative sentiment, and you're not going to do as well. And that's really across the boards, not just on Facebook, because people really, we look for solutions and we want to feel good about those solutions. And if you're telling me that I'm broke or that I'm not good at something right out of the gates, I'm probably going to look for something else, right? I'm going to look for something that's positive and that's going to get me the results that I want. So that's all I have for you for this video. Take a look for my freebie for the power words, right? So that you just have this list that you can just pull up whenever you need it. And believe me, I use that list probably every single day because it helps me in my marketing. All right, guys, I will see you in our next class. Have a great night.